Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. If you are new, then do all the relevant stuff, subscribing and all that. My socials are on the side here, I keep doing that. My socials are on the side here, including Op-Eds, Bitchute and Parler. Please check them out, including my articles, because I do like doing them, and I think you'll enjoy them too. So, yeah, let's get into it. So the Hunter Biden situation has been heating up quite recently. The smoking guns from the New York Post is what really started it off. Twitter users like Jack Posobiec have actually got copies of the hard drive and are in contact with Rudy Giuliani and are slowly drip feeding it. Very good idea, by the way. Releasing the information drip fed. Like Project Veritas are doing right now with voter fraud, and GOP representatives doing it for Joe Biden. Very weird. Not happy with the GOP with that, but I don't know. I'm waiting for more information to come out on that. But drip feeding works because the media lie. The media will always lie. So when you release some information, the media will start crying about how it's fake news. No, it's not real. It's a Russian hoax. And then what then say Project Veritas or Rudy Giuliani will do, and then they'll release the next piece of evidence that hasn't actually already been done, which then makes the media companies, it proves them to be liars, because the journalists for too long just make things up and say, oh, we know this is true because we have anonymous sources. So when you drip feed it and the media see this and they're like, Russian hoax, and then it turns out it wasn't a Russian hoax. The mic seems to be clipping. If it is, I am sorry about that. But yeah, the media keeps saying this is a Russian hoax, but then it turns out that it isn't. So I'm pretty sure most of it, in the interesting stuff's already come out with the stuff about. I'm still waiting stuff about his underage niece. I'm really interested about that, and that sounds really weird. But no one seems to be talking about that. You'd think that with allegations that he's been engaging in things with underage girls. I mean, I did an article called The Hunter Files over on the Millennium Post, which you can go check out. I'll link that at the top, link in the description, including the Twitter video I'll play for you in a sec, about what I'm going to talk about, the main purpose of this video. But I basically left, I had a screenshot from this video on GTV and showed that a picture of the girl that Hunter Biden had taken a picture with in the bathroom. They were clothed, they weren't doing anything. Was a girl that was on the Snapchat of Natalie Biden. You know, the girl that had the book. So she's a Biden. She's a member of the Biden family. Obviously, it's very interesting. It's all this. I can't really keep track of it. Constant bits of information are flooding in and conspiracies. But today I wanted to talk about something very, very interesting. The Hunter Biden details that were meant to be released by Tucker Carlson, okay, have suddenly vanished, which to me is very interesting. Now, it's been known that there are leftists that work for Fox News. If you go on their website, on their news channel, sometimes you will find, leftist stuff. Generally, it's a very partisan right news source. But this is very interesting. Maybe somebody working there has deleted it. Some people are saying, oh, this is Tucker, doing something on purpose. He's doing it on purpose. He doesn't want to release this. So what I'll do, I'll play the video, and then we'll get into it.
There's always a lot going on that we don't have time to get to on the air, but there's something specific going on behind the scenes right now that we did feel we should tell you about. So on Monday of this week, we received from a source a collection of confidential documents related to the Biden family. We believe those documents are authentic, they're real, and they're damning. At the time we received them, my executive producer, Justin Wells, and I were in Los Angeles preparing to interview Tony Bobolinsky about the Biden's business dealings in China, Ukraine, and other countries. So we texted a producer in New York and we asked him to send those documents to us in LA, and he did that. So Monday afternoon of this week, he shipped those documents overnight to California with a large national carrier, a brand name company that we've used, you've used countless times with never a single problem. But the Biden documents never arrived in Los Angeles. Tuesday morning, we received word from the shipping company that our package had been opened and the contents were missing. The documents had disappeared. Now, to its credit, the company took this very seriously and immediately began a search. They traced the envelope from the moment our producers dropped it off in Manhattan on Monday all the way to 3:44 a.m. yesterday morning. That's when an employee at a sorting facility in another state noticed that our package was open and empty. Apparently, it had been opened. So the company's security team interviewed every one of its employees who touched the envelope we sent. They searched the plane and the trucks that carried it. They went through the office in New York where our producer dropped that package off. They combed the entire cavernous sorting facility. They used pictures of what we had sent so that searchers would know what to look for. They went far and beyond, but they found nothing. Those documents have vanished. As of tonight, the company has no idea and no working theory even about what happened to this trove of materials, documents that are directly relevant to the presidential campaign just 6 days from now. We spoke to executives at that company a few hours ago. They seemed baffled and deeply bothered by this, and so are we.
So that was from Tucker Carlson. You can go check that out on Fox News. That's from his Twitter specifically. But what do you think? I don't know. I don't know. One hand of me tells me that the company, I'm assuming it's FedEx or UPS or whatever, one hand of me thinks that they are involved in this. They have something to do with it. But then again, how would they know? Maybe they know it's from Fox News. But then again, how would they know? Because, like he said, he's used it before. So it could just be basic news stuff. How would they know that there's damning enough evidence to go through? Hopefully, it's a photocopied version and not actual evidence. First of all, I want to mention I'm a bit weirded out by the fact that Fox News are sending damning information that is about a current candidate for the presidential office, and alleged allegations of pedophilia to Hunter Biden. Some quite damning stuff, including the stuff with Hunter Biden and Chinese spies. Why is this information not being sourced directly to Tucker Carlson, as in like somebody delivering it who works for Fox News, or I don't know, he's being dropped off somewhere where they can collect it? You know, somewhere like a mutual partner that lives so they can collect it. Why is it being directly shipped for a third party? I find that very, very peculiar. Maybe that's normal. Maybe news companies send documents, you know, that are damning and highly, highly important and cannot go missing. Hopefully they've got copies though. I don't think Fox News is that dumb. I think they have got copies. But it's definitely interesting to me. I'm somewhat on the ban line of if they weren't using Telegram or a private messaging service, I don't pass it against anyone like the Bidens using the FBI or something like that to get control of it, and they've took the documents away. I'm assuming their intention for this is so that Tucker can't talk about it in this episode, and then they're going to try other things to make sure that it can't get to Tucker. Very interesting. Very interesting to say the least. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I would go through some of the Twitter replies. Let's see what people think. So Anna Kate has said, wow. Harry Shoydien is, and your point is, I am so tired. This is from Atticus X5. I'm so tired of the corruption from the Dems. We all know what happened. I hope to God they make copies. Yeah. Only an elitist like Tucker Carlson would think so little of the American people that he expects us to believe this story. I don't know. See, that's the point. I don't know if this is true. Millions unemployed, hundreds of thousands dead, virus surging across the country, hospitals at capacity, no one gives a crap about Hunter Biden. First of all, you should give one about Hunter Biden. There is stuff about him and Joe Biden dealing with foreign countries, embezzling money from different countries. Millions unemployed. Well, unemployment's going down again because of the Don Meister. Hospitals are not at capacity. This is he's not researched that. That's just a very well known leftist talking point from CNN. The hospitals are not at capacity. Same in the UK. They keep talking about that. Okay, I've had family members that have been going to the hospital since. They are empty. Hospitals are empty because of COVID. They can't let people into certain areas. ICUs have to be freed up, so there's ICU beds and critical care beds that are just left open because there's no COVID patients. See, people like that I can't stand. Yes, Space Antifa sneaked in while Space ISIS fighters distracted workers. It was all planned out. The last deep space war on Christmas planning meeting and potluck / karaoke. See that? I don't like Twitter. I don't like Twitter sometimes. Just there's some. Oh, I should have seen that hashtag Trump resign. Who would have expected that one with that kind of tweet? But again, it's these people that aren't taking this kind of thing serious. Like, I understand if it was like Hunter Biden secretly gay and the documents have gone missing. It's like, no, he's had pictures with girls that are suspected of being the daughters of the last president, Barack Obama, with underage 14-year-olds. Child pornography, including dirty deals across with Ukraine. It's interesting that all the leftists are kind of pushing this off as nothing's really going on. But yeah, so what do you think? Let me know in the comments if you have an opinion on this. But yeah, this is definitely very interesting. I'll hopefully try to do some more videos updating on what's going on right now. My mic still seems to be clipping, I don't know. But yeah, go check out my articles on the MolPo Post and all that fun stuff. These videos are just unedited, me just discussing a topic, so if they're boring, then don't watch them. And yeah, so check out my socials. Again, let's go back to that, so you can check all that fun stuff out. And yeah, peace.